So obviously I have the first injury and I sit out 4 games and then I come back and I play really well.
This is what it looks like when a system breaks. When the people in charge, the ones who are supposed to protect their most valuable asset, not only fail, but actively allow the wolves to come to the door. You're watching the moment the WNBA lost control of Caitlin Clark, not because of what she said, but because of what they did or didn't do next. They thought she was just another rookie making a complaint. They were wrong. This was a declaration of war. And those 6 words, she chose, I wouldn't miss a call. That wasn't a comment. It was a kill shot aimed directly at the league's authority. And it set in motion a chain of events, a form of on-court karma that has permanently shattered the careers of the very people who thought they were untouchable. I'm Jax Riley, and this is the story they don't want you to know. The story of how one player, pushed to the brink, meticulously planned and executed her revenge, not in a back room, but in front of the entire world. Stick with me, because I'm going to connect the dots and show you how. Caitlin Clark didn't just win an argument. She may have just broken the entire system. To understand the revenge, you have to understand the betrayal that fueled it. This wasn't a random outburst. This was a response to a league-wide crisis. A credibility collapsed that the WNBA tried to ignore until their biggest star made it impossible. For weeks, the officiating in the WNBA had been a dumpster fire. Stars like Angel Reese were calling it diabolical. Kelsey Plum labeled calls absurd. And coaches were getting fined for saying what every single fan could see with their own eyes. The system was failing. And what was the official response from the top? From Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. She poured gasoline on the fire with one of the most tone-deaf statements in sports history. No winning team complains about officiating. Think about what that says. It's not just dismissive. It's an insult. It tells the players that their legitimate concerns about their safety and the integrity of the game don't matter. The message from the league was clear. Shut up and play. We don't care. Now drop Caitlin Clark into that environment. The rookie phenom who is single-handedly responsible for a 55% spike in viewership. The player generating over 26% of the league's entire economic activity. She's not just another player. She's the entire business model. And she's on the sidelines injured, watching this chaos unfold. She wasn't just resting. Sources close to the team say she used her time away from the court to study. She was watching officiating patterns, building what they described as a file of evidence against the league. She saw the inconsistency. She saw the danger. She felt the frustration of being powerless, trapped in a cycle of injury and recovery, never knowing what the next day. That's the mindset of a player who feels abandoned, a player who realizes the institution that's supposed to have her back is leaving her exposed. So she decided to act, but she knew she couldn't just sound off in a post-game press conference where her words would be buried. No, this had to be a calculated strike. Her choice of platform was genius. Sue Bird's podcast, A Touch More. Why there? Because Sue Bird is royalty. Her platform isn't just a sports show. It's a cultural touchstone that carries instant credibility with players, fans, and media alike. By speaking there, Clark ensured her words wouldn't be dismissed as rookie whining. They would be legitimized, stamped with the approval of a Hall of Famer. It was the perfect stage to deliver the line she had been waiting to use. 6 simple words. I wouldn't miss a call. The fallout was immediate and catastrophic for the league office. Within minutes, the hashtag Clark was right was trending nationally. The conversation wasn't just about a bad call anymore. It was about the league's biggest star publicly challenging its integrity. And behind the scenes, chaos. Sources described the league office as completely fractured. One side wanted to punish her, to pull her aside, and remind her to keep criticism in-house. The other side, the smarter side, knew that trying to muzzle the face of the league would be a public relations disaster of epic proportions, turning her into a martyr. And what about the referees union? Whispers immediately began circulating that officials felt personally attacked, that their professionalism was being undermined. But here's the part they don't tell you. Even within their own ranks, there were quiet admissions that she wasn't wrong. The data from earlier in the season proved it, showing massive inconsistencies in foul calls that everyone had been complaining about for months. Caught between a rock and a hard place,